Hello and welcome to the allotment in my polytunnel that has survived the storms. Small but effective. I've put in plan possession for a new polytunnel at the field. It hasn't made a decision yet, but I met the representatives this week and it didn't go very well. And I'm good at reading rooms, and the overriding consideration was that it's a conservation area. It's not really acceptable. I get it, but it scuppers my plans, so I've got to go to different plans for this year and perhaps rely on a longer outcome into the future. So today's about what I'm doing as a scratch workaround, because moving house this week, won't have a greenhouse. I will still have this polytunnel, but I've badly let it go. In summertime, of course, the left hand side of this polytunnel is beds grown for tomatoes. So what I've done is provided temporary support for the staging using beer crates. I've put water containers full of water to try and give some thermal mass to provide just a little bit of gentle heat, if I can. Not really heat, but you know what I mean. You've got field beans on the staging already. On here, on this bench here, will go the early sowings. These are field beans ready to go out and broad beans ready to go out. I'm just going to wait until after this cold snap. I think that's rather wise. It's not particularly cold down here. We are getting frost, but you know what? Leave them indoors a little bit longer and then they'll go out then. I think that's probably a good move. Right, so we've got a change of plan. I'm going to plant these out in this border because I haven't applied the manure. These are ready to go. These will give a good nitrogen boost to this bed in the springtime. So I can't see any harm whatsoever, he says. There may be a little bit of a overshadowing problem with my celery here. We'll have to wait and see if that comes to pass. Yeah, these beans are definitely in need of going out. To work of magic. Of course, to fix nitrogen, the bacteria, the right bacteria, has to be present in the soil. That is something that remains to be seen in this bed. I'll report back to you later on. The results. The soil is absolutely gorgeous. Again, it's a no dig, no tread bed. Quite sure that someone of my weight needs to pursue such a tactic. If you wonder why my irrigation system is still up, it's because I thought it was a bandit's tunnel. I didn't see any need to take it down, and also the solar is still working and it's still dripping onto the celery, and this is the celery is the only part that's kept moist in this tunnel. And of course, celery is a bulk plant, and well, I'll let you quickly see a minute. So this hasn't been very neatly done at all. Just piled up on top of here because I wasn't quite sure what was going, and it's still dripping over there. Considering it's midwinter, solar's hardly working at all. just about ticking over as a drip irrigation, so that's been very worthwhile. In the meantime, a hole in the hose is providing a nice soak into the young celery. So rehydrating the beds in here. It's amazing how many gallons this has drunk so far, and it's still nowhere near hydrated. I've done this a couple of times now, but it'll get there eventually. Out of the polytunnel, in the bed that I had smothered for the winter tares and Hungarian rye, it's worked really well. There's a small amount of regrowth from the Hungarian rye from one of the 3 plants I smothered. This is only smothered for 3 weeks, so in my book that's a win, and it's a way ahead for the future for me. Perhaps 1 more week rather than the 3 weeks they actually received. Another bed above the mullion is a badger's been to visit. This is a typical badger mounting out in his territory, dig a pit and have a poo in the bottom. Well, I guess the badger's got every right to be here as well, although they have made a right mess of themselves this year. First year we really had badger problems, and they've made a lot of digging on other people's plots. One way you can keep them off is by just providing temporary cover. They don't want to knock or anything, they want to stay open on the open ground, so just providing these metal, not cages, metal panels keeps them off lovely, or carpet of course. This is my asparagus bed, and that's been newly moved away from potatoes that have started regrowing under that carpet. We'll see how that reacts to the cold weather. I should imagine they'll be a bit knocked back. But yeah, that's telling you how much difference the carpet made overnight. Still got the remains of the greenhouse to be taken away, and it's been reduced to a pile of rubble now. Scrap value only. Alright, thank you very much for joining me again on this vlog. It's the second week in February. I've got the house moved this week, so I may not be with you for a couple of weeks, perhaps. I don't know. See if I can escape the decorating and all that lot. But yeah, anyway, hopefully it's been of some interest. It's more interest to me, I guess, than yourself. So I've got more jobs to do in here yet. I've got to repair the holes in the plastic. It's rained, unfortunately, in the quick shower, which meant that everything's wet, so I can't put the my repair tape on just yet, so I'll wait on that. Another job for another day, innit? See you later, guys. Hope you keep well. Bye bye.